To celebrate Mario Day, we got the first LEGO Mario set for 2026. It's Luigi and the Mach 8, which is another 18 plus Mario Kart collector set that has 2,234 pieces. Unlike the cart for his brother Mario, this will cost $180, so that's a $10 price increase. But hey, you look at the Luigi cart and it's a 252 piece count increase. So if you're a price per piece ratio person, that is more bang for your buck. And this really is the thing that we did with Mario, but for Luigi. Okay, to be fair, we don't have a standard cart for Luigi. We actually do get a specific Mach 8, which we previously saw in this set with Yoshi, but that was course builder scale. I will admit, I was wrong. Last year when they revealed the Mario Kart set, I was not a huge fan of the Mario build. I was frustrated that he was stuck in the sitting pose. I also thought there were some weird gaps here and there. Since then, I've gotten the set and I kind of loved it. And I've loved what people have done with the set online. I can't find the picture right now, but I loved seeing Mario hold an NES controller because just the sitting down pose that he's forced in still allows him to hold like an NES controller. And it just makes for a great sitting Mario for your shelf or whatever, cart removed. And I'm sure you could do the same thing with Luigi. The build for Luigi works in a lot of the same ways. Like, yeah, you do have bent arms this time around just for the positioning of Luigi's height and how he holds the steering wheel. But that still only moves at the base, it seems like. Of course, Luigi has a much longer face. And how they capture that is surprisingly really well. You know, we do have this Lego brick system, but this looks so smooth. Which is why I complain about some other sets that look really blocky when they should be smooth. I know it's Lego, but you could do great things with roundness like you see here. One little detail I like is how they ball off the bottom of his hair. Like, that's actually really effective on how they use some bumper pieces with some clip plates and then some round pieces at the front. It's a little detail that I don't think of Luigi right away, but when I see this, I'm like, oh yeah, that is a part of his hair. The only piece I noticed that's completely new is the mold for his mustache. Love that design. You know, Mario got an exclusive mustache for that Mario Kart set. Same new nose piece from my understanding, like the eye printing, which is on the same tile as the eyebrows. The mouth is the same styling as Mario. The ear builds are like Mario's. We get same print as Mario's. I love how they have the shaping of the hat, which is a different shape from Mario's. Like, they really get the angles of that, once again, really well with that front-loaded design. Love the printed L at the top. Like the Mario one, you could tilt the head around a bit. Like in this picture, you could see it's upward. The printing on the gloves is cool. For the cart, the shaping of this is more interesting than a standard cart, but I totally understand why they chose that really iconic cart for Mario. This one's still pretty iconic. I like how they have that design in terms of the positioning with the wheels, how it almost looks like it's suspended in a way, but really it's just kind of like a diagonal build. That is a pretty interesting design for capturing the design from the game. I like how they have the front with this classic piece right here. You got that big L as a big printed tile. There's also a smaller circular tile at the back with an L. Apparently turning the steering wheel turns the front wheels, and turning the back wheels will spin the flame exhaust. So that's pretty cool too. That jet turbine shaping, and also how apparently it's based off of like 50s Formula 1 cars. It is a pretty distinct choice for a cart, and the build came out great. Oh, I almost forgot. The hubcap designs have a really nice print on there that's exclusive. And much like the Mario standard cart set, this has a stand which allows for some different ways to rotate and display the cart, but it's very easy to take it off the stand. It just kind of fits in the middle of the cart there. I like that they have that option, even if it's not completely necessary. I think LEGO chose this specific cart with Luigi because, well, this is the Luigi death stare meme setup, which makes me sad that they didn't have like an alternate expression to have the eyes and eyebrows in a different way and the mouth in a different way. Aw, well, okay. I didn't expect them to play up to that meme too much, but yeah, somebody's gonna have to mod some custom stickers for that. I really don't have much else to say about what's contained in this set. I think it's a great value. I guess every year we're going to get a new Mario Kart edition, but I do think this set is fascinating in when it's releasing. Now, as you can tell probably from the title, I'm like, okay, wait, this is the only set that will be released in time for the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Yeah, this literally launches on the same day as that movie, which is April 1st. No April Fool's Day, 2026. And I'm kind of sad that LEGO has no tie-ins with this movie. That first movie made over $1 billion and was a massive hit. You would think that, hey, let's introduce some sets based off of it. If it was course building, I would understand that more than them releasing minifigures. I would love minifigures, but they just are not doing LEGO Mario minifigures. But this being the only new Mario set to tie in with that movie, which it doesn't really tie in with that movie at all, it's just releasing on the same day, is very strange. It's a head scratcher. We still have one more rumored set for this year, but we'll even see if that pans out. I mean, I could see this being the only LEGO Mario set this year, which would be insane. You're skipping on some really great timing in terms of having a new wave of sets for that Mario Galaxy movie. I see toys of this movie everywhere. I mean, heck, McDonald's in Mexico is even getting like special tie-ins for it. LEGO or Nintendo, whoever's making this call here, is sleeping on some money. I mean, they put out a ton of Minion sets and Despicable Me sets, which those are Illumination movies. This is also an Illumination movie, but we don't know if the new Minions movie is going to get LEGO sets, to be fair. Of course, I would like Mario minifigures, and what I think they're doing with no new course building sets this year, I think they're canceling that line, and they're going to bring it back for some Smart Brick Mario sets next year. On one hand, Smart Bricks suck. Them having Smart Brick minifigures is annoying. However, if they have Smart Brick minifigures, that means they will have regular Mario minifigures. That's what I've wanted this whole time. Like, since I was 4 years old, come on. I remember back around that time, my mom got us these Mario figures from Hong Kong that were really interesting in how they were shaped, how they were made. They're almost like a wooden design. I think they were wooden. Seemed like they were hand painted. But yeah, I've always wanted Mario minifigures, and it's just weird that they've never done that. Yes, I know I've ranted about this so many times, but you're really missing out on a prime opportunity for that. As it stands, though, like I said, this is a really cool set. I'm going to want this set because the last one I got, and I love the build and shaping there, and this will look great next to that last one. And even just with the carts removed, having Mario and Luigi sitting on your shelf, yeah, I kind of need that. In terms of which of these carts they would make next, if this is just a yearly fixture, I feel like Bowser's the third most popular Mario character, but we do have the buildable Bowser still on shelves, which sells like hotcakes. So maybe it'll be Peach. Could be Peach, maybe Yoshi. One of those two. I'm hoping one day we get Wario, though. I'd also love to see them do a bike. That would be really cool. So let me know, what do you think of this reveal? Are you also disappointed that there's no other sets for the Mario Galaxy movie? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe here for more LEGO news and commentary. Seriously, you liking, commenting, clicking that subscribe button really helps with the growth of this channel with a rough algorithm. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.